Welcome to church. Talking boxing. Sunday night edition. If this is your first time watching, don't sweat it. We do the same thing every week. Sundays are for results. Mondays are for the schedule. Questions, comments, if you got them, drop them. If you need a link for a fight, like for example, Zuffa boxing going on right now, send me a DM. And last but not least, share something of mine. Okay, so before we get started, I realize most of you are just waiting for me to talk about one fight, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I want to point out, I did a little victory donut thing. I don't know if you saw the series, but it was from the last Eye of the Tiger show. Did a little something with the donut people. We've been going back and forth. I might be calling upon you guys to comment the victory donut thing on something very soon. You know, just to put the nudge in my favor, so to speak. But I'll let you know. I will keep you posted. And I will point out that Montreal is very heavily pastry orientated. So if things don't work out, I'll figure something else out. But that being said, right now going on live is the Zuffa boxing. We're going to have that play in the background. The occasional non-commercial Paramount. It's not the greatest, I won't lie, but we're watching. Sunday night boxing, we got heavyweights, two guys over 250 pounds about to fight each other. There's a co-main before and then the main event, but we'll talk about that in a second. Most of you are here to hear about the results, so let's get to it. Last Tuesday, Salita boxing, Michigan, on a Tuesday night. The main event was Pagan versus Jimenez. Joshua Pagan wins a unanimous decision, securing the WBO NABO lightweight title. But we're really here to talk about the co-main. Carolyn, Veyre, Delfine, Persoon. I tried expressing it in French and I just couldn't find the words. Delfine Persoon is awkward as fuck. She's been in very fucking controversial fights because she, famously outpointed Katie Taylor punch-wise, but then lost the fight. And if you watch the fight, I kind of understand why. Because she is so goddamn awkward. The other thing is, this fight was marred with points being taken away from both girls. Punches to the back of the head, holdings, excessively. Now, Carolyn gets to win a world title. And it's on the road. It's not in front of her hometown crowd. Now, we will point out it wasn't in front of Delphine's hometown crowd either. And the crowd kind of let them have it. I know Delphine was like, yeah, you see, I got robbed. But I don't think the fans were booing that she got robbed. I think they were just booing that the fight was fucking sloppy as fuck. Now, I don't want to be, overly mean here. I've had a couple days to think about this. But I know that's not how Carolyn Veyre envisioned fucking winning her title. I also know that, there's no intention of doing a rematch of that fight. Delfine Persoon is interesting, but styles make fights, and that girl's just awkward as fuck, like I said. And I don't think we'll get anything from watching Carol fight her again. That being said, Carol is now a world champion. Here's hoping she gets to defend it in style. Maybe somebody gets wise and puts her on over here or on an MVP show or something, but who knows. But something with a little bit more visibility and where she can actually fucking box and showcase her skills. Because this was non-boxing. The majority of the problems with this fight were non-boxing. Carolyn's got an issue with clinching. We got to point that out. A lot of holding by the hips there. Maybe a little wrestling for Carol. I know they got sparring with Emma Gongora, but Emma's a different kind of rough and awkward. Emma's good at being dirty and doing shit on the inside, but this was different. Delphine's different body type too. I feel bad for Carol. At the same time, I'm happy for her. Like I said, here's hoping she gets an opportunity to defend it properly in a fight where she can box, where boxing is what matters. The referee was shit. Didn't do a good enough job of breaking them up. That being said, Carol does still have, that style from the amateurs where it's point fighting. She's very clean, concise. She's in and out like a sewing machine. You know, she also makes noises when she punches. I've heard people complain about that. Yeah, even when she's jabbing at air, she's going to make a noise. But it's, you know, some boxers make a noise when they release their punch. It's what it is. There is a saying that in the amateur game, you know, it's to try and, you know, sway the judges in your favor, that you're more active or that you're landing punches. But I don't think that actually had any effect here. Like I said, I want to see her box, and I don't know what the fuck that was. Those two girls should not fight each other again, though. I don't think Delfine was robbed. I just think it was an ugly fucking fight, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm not going to pull any punches on that. The other flip is, you know, this is Sam Dicare's first world title as a coach on his own. Now, he's helped quite a few, but this was, you know, for all intents and purposes, he's been the guy bringing her along the last couple of fights, and he's the one that's made some changes to her style a little bit. So, you know, he does deserve the kudos, but what a fucking shitty fight to fucking represent yourself in. Again, here's hoping she gets another fucking opportunity. We get to see her fucking box. The Zuffa boxing still going on right now. We'll get to that in a second here. Some mentions. We got some former Canadians that boxed this week as well. First, I want to mention in Moscow, Russia, last Friday, our man, the Lion, the Crimean Lion, Artur Ziyatdinov, now adds a 16th win to his record. At cruiserweight, no less. Did 6 rounds. Very happy for him. He looked good. Just happy staying active and being busy. I know it's tough back home in Russia. Another who's had it tough, Carolyn Redmond, formerly from Ontario, moved out to England to, well, essentially better her boxing. Has had a couple of instances where, you know, fights got canceled on her and whatnot, but luckily she got a fight in Marbella. That went down. Good fight for her. She finally got to fucking showcase her stuff. She looked fucking sharp as hell. Unanimous decision. 6 rounds. Carolyn Redmond looked good. From there, we'll go to Russia. We got a couple guys to talk about. First, Ivan Kozlovsky, the Revolver, former Eye of the Tiger fighter. Still undefeated. Looking really, really good, actually. Won by KO, round 9 of 10. He is now 13-0, I believe. Once upon a time, I'm assuming it's paperwork issues, but once upon a time, man, he could have been doing something here. Elnur Samedov, 130 pounds, wins the interim WBA super featherweight strap. TKO 11th round of 12, put John Lenon away. And last but not least, the WBA Bridgerweight title. TKO round 6 of 12, Vartan Arutyunyan. I'm not going to say it twice. You know, there's quite a few of these Arutyunyans that I've seen box, and for the majority, they're all fucking smoke shows. These guys are all fucking terrors. Some decent fights from Russia this week. And last but not least, obviously, we got the beautiful commercials from the Zuffa boxing going on right now. But obviously, Ajagba has not stepped in the ring yet. We still got 2 more fights to go. We got a 135-pound and a 175-pound, 2 10-rounders going by. This might go long, folks. I don't know. We'll see. But I will keep you posted on the results next week. We will be here again tomorrow with the week's schedule. So tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Yours truly will be here. Keep an eye out for the Victory Donut. I'm going to try and make that a thing. That's it for me. Just remember, life is short. Be kind to yourself and others. I'll see you guys tomorrow.